Alright, looks like we're going to need to use the difference quotient for this problem. I can see that difference quotient is going to be a good strategy because of this division here. So difference quotient says if you would like to find the derivative of h, take the derivative of the numerator, multiply it by the denominator, subtract the derivative of the denominator times the numerator, and put that all over the denominator squared. Okay, so I can distribute this here and I can multiply those, so that would be a nice step of simplifying to do. So this would be 1/2. Alright, well, we multiply things with the same base. Remember to add the exponents. So x to the negative 1/2 times x to the third would be like x to the 2.5 or x to the 5/2. And distribute. Okay, and use that same exponent property here. X squared times x to the 1/2 would be x to the 2.5 or x to the 5/2. And sometimes I might need to FOIL that out, but I don't see a reason why to do that, and that's a lot of extra work, so I'm going to just leave that alone for right now. Alright, so over here I've got some x to the 5/2, and over here I've got some x to the 5/2. So I'm going to combine those together. 1/2 of them minus 3 of them should give me -2 and a half of those. Okay, and then I've got this. Still over x cubed plus 1 squared. Alright, next I'm going to split apart this fraction, because I think that's going to make it a little bit easier to see. A little bit easier to see how we can try to combine these x's together to look a little bit nicer. Alright, since this is x to the negative 1/2, that would be like the square root of x, but only if I move it from the numerator to the denominator, so that the exponent goes from being negative to positive. So if I squeeze that in there, that has now moved, leaving nothing behind in the numerator, so just the 1. Now if I try to re-add these together, this is in this common denominator, but it's not over here, so I need this to have the square root of x. But if I multiply its denominator by the square root of x, I need to multiply its numerator by the square root of x. Alright, how that's going to be nice is this gives me -5 x to the 5/2 times x to the 1/2. Add the exponents, you're going to get x to the third. And now we've got this common denominator of 2x squared denominator is 2x squared times x cubed plus 1 squared. So since they have that same denominator, push it back together there, and not much else I can do, so that's where I would stop.